All right. Hello, hello. Let's do this. Let's put that here. If everything is working. Okay, that is. All right. Welcome, welcome. Let's continue with our asset creation. Okay. I can quickly show some a progress thing. Let's see. Okay, in Godot, we are at this point here. Let me open up. Oh. Godot doesn't want to. Let's see. What just happened? Oh, okay, there we go. Alright, for now, we are at this stage here. The character, like, I will think about the scaling and stuff. I already implemented like something like this, but I don't know if I will use that. Like the visual scale, we can adjust that. Of course, the more we visual scale the character, let me adjust it real quick. Yeah, so the smaller we make the character, of course, we lose add detail. Right now, the VFX for the attack is still for the last character, so it kind of looks weird where it comes out from, but okay. Yeah, I still have to figure out the scale of the character, but that's no problem. For now, let's leave it at the original size. It's way too big for like the assets in the background, right? But those are temporary anyway, so we will have to see how that will work. Everything else is working fine. We just swap out the assets for the character, right? And I also adjusted the hitboxes and stuff a little to fit the new character. But again, it's temporary for now. I just wanted to know if the thing works here, if my asset pipeline is working. So it seems to be fine, right? We have now a good baseline here. We can animate the character in Blender, render out the images, and import them into Godot. And we will have a working character. So everything is working. So the next step is why I'm doing the pipeline, right? I will just recolor this character for now. Later we can like model new body parts and stuff, how it actually will work. But for now, we will recolor this character in Blender and re-render the images, and then we will try to implement the body swap, body part swapping, or equipment, I guess, right? The goal is so we have equipment slots for every body part, and if we swap out one body part, we can just replace the texture, and of course also the stats the player will get. So this is the goal right now. And to test that out, we will just recolor this character. Again, the attack VFX is still from the old assets, so it kind of looks weird right now. But we will deal with the attack once we have the body swap thing working, the body part working. Yeah. Let's see how this will work. Like and also like for the walk animation and so I still have to fix the core part. I did it for the idle already, so if we change some pixels it looks better, right? So the core looks like a core. Yeah, looks good. I'm pleased that the 8 direction thing works now, and we can just swap in the assets, right? Now we just need to implement the body part thing. Okay. So this will be a little bit tedious work here. We go back to Blender. And in Blender, we will just recolor our character. Okay. Let's go to our rig. Let's go to the rest position here. And let's see. Okay, for the rest position. Oh yeah, I will save this like that, and then we will do a copy of that. We already did some backups, which helped a lot. Oh, what was that? We have a raid. That's crazy. Triple Jump Games. Thank you very much for the raid. Thank you very much. I'm pleased that the oh, thank you very much. Thank you. How is it going? It's going fine. I'm working. Okay, I can sum up my goals right now, so everyone is at the same status. So I have this game in Godot. I already implemented some movement, and the basic idea is my character will be having equipment slots, but the equipment slots in this games are the body parts. So the goal is to create the assets for it. That's why I hit a wall with pixel art. I'm not the best artist, but with Blender we can just create all the body parts separately, right? So just to show you off, let's say for the body we can just swap that out and render them out independently of like all the other body parts, and the goal is to later model different body parts, and with those body parts the player will have like, they can find body parts for monsters and I don't know, chests, whatever lying around. I didn't figure that part out yet, but then we can just equip body parts to the character, and it will swap out the textures, right? That's the goal. Let's see how it will go. I'm just trying to make the asset pipeline a little easier for me. And thank you again for the raid. I appreciate it. Yeah, let's see if we can figure this out. Now I'm just trying to recolor this character, and then we will implement the body swap part in Godot. Hopefully it will work. Nice, I always rate other Godot devs. Thank you very much. I'm still new with all these rate mechanics and stuff. I have to look into it so I can do the same. Always fun looking at other projects and how people are figuring out different problems, right? I like that. So let's see how it will go. Okay. Now that we have that, realistic damage system is cool. You mean with the numbers? yeah, I already like have the basic stuff in there, right? We have some, like the VFX for the attack doesn't work right now because it's for the old asset, but we will fix that. But yeah, we have damage numbers. We can get damaged and have like invincibility frames. Everything like that is working fine. We can heal. Yeah, so basic systems are in place. We will, of course, have to adjust them in the future, but yeah, it's good to have a baseline. Okay. Oh yeah, right now we wanted to make a backup here before we change the coloring stuff. UV, coloring. Let's do coloring others. Okay. Just to have that backup in case we yeah, damage something or break something here. Alright, now we have the rig. And we will do... Thank you for the likes on TikTok. Thank you very much. Let's go to object mode. We have it equipped. And now we just need to select our head, for example. And then go to edit mode. And wait. UV editing, yeah. And how I'm recoloring, I will just use this texture that I made with these color palettes, and we will just move the UVs. So the next color can be just green, for example. Maybe that one doesn't work. Let's do purple. And we just move them and we recolored the body part, right? And let's do this for the other ones as well. Go to object mode. Body. Select everything. And put them like this. And it can be that easy to recolor. Okay, body. Eyes and core will stay the same. Let's do the left arm next. Noise. Object, left leg. Right arm. And then we will have the right leg here. Oh, nope, not sculpt mode, edit mode. Okay. And just like that, we recolored our character here. Looks good. And again, this is just for testing out the Godot, like swapping out the body parts and stuff. So I have other body parts that look different just to have also a visual effect there. Okay. And now that we figured out the Blender pipeline before, so we just go to, we can save this. Go to pose mode. I mean, we already have the animations. The animations stay the same. right? So we go to our rig and just render out our new colored character here. So, one second before I do here. I have my trusty, what we settled on right here. So for run, for example, we have the 8 frames, right? So let's put that in. Let's go here, go to our script. So what the script basically does, I can explain that real quick. The script here in Blender, basically we have this camera here, this camera rig on an empty vertice or empty object. And with that, we can just select the camera and then rotate it on the Z-axis, and then we will have all the perspectives for the character, right? So, I think on the thing you can see it. 1 second. Should be this one. Yeah, now you have the window on Twitch as well. So yeah, you just pick the camera and can rotate the character like this. And then you have all the perspectives for the camera, for the character, easy peasy, right? So what the script does is it's taking that camera rig and for example, right now we have the running animation that is selected. We said we will do 8 frames of it. I think the running animation has like 20 frames, but the script just takes the 20 frames and takes the 8 frames in the same spacing. So we don't have like for the idle animation, I guess it was like 200 frames or something like that, and we don't need that, right? We just need, I think for the idle was 30 frames, so it doesn't get overwhelming in Godot to texture swap and stuff. So yeah, we have the export frame count is 8, and what the script does is it's isolating all the body parts. Like for example, for the first is head, and the head is head and eyes. It just renders the head and eyes for the front left, right, back left, and so on for these views. And how it's doing that, it's just rotating the camera rig in 45 degrees, right? That's how it's working. So let's do it. I think we have everything equipped. Let's select the rig. I don't think I have to, yeah, because it's specified here. And do I have to change anything else? No, we have the 8 frames, yeah. Okay, and then we can just run the script. It takes a moment. Oh, I should have changed the folder. Wait. Okay, that's one thing. Let's see where it did that. Renders, let's see, animations, renders. Okay. Yeah, that was my bad, I guess, but that's fine. We already have those assets in there. We just need to specify it more. we don't need this. We can just delete renders, and let's say let's create some folders here. We just need like this one will be purple, right? I don't know how many parts we will do, but let's do red as well for red recoloring, and that should be enough for now. And then we just say take that path. To be honest, I can just do this. Oh, where's that? No, there we go. Purple. Did I write that correctly? Yeah, and now it should render it into that folder. Let's do that. Okay. And now we should have the run folder here with all the rendered out body parts. Okay, works great. Alright, now we just need the other animations as well. So let's select them. We have the run. This is the walk animation. It was how much? 32 frames in here. Yeah. Okay. And with that, let's open our thing here. Okay, the walk animation has 12 frames. That's what we set it to in Godot, so let's do 12. And purple is still right. Save that and render it out. Okay, do we have everything? Still rendering. Okay, the walk animation is more frames, so makes sense, right? Okay, it's done. Now we should have the walk one. Yeah. And we will continue with that. Ooh. Master Agent, thank you for the follow. Thank you very much. Damn. And we hit the goal, yes! Okay, Master, you just... Oh, my goal thing is not working. Let me just switch these up. Is it working now? Yeah, okay. We're on 100. Thank you very much. We hit the 100. Finally. It took some time. It's not as easy as it sounds. I don't know. I'm happy. Noise. Noise indeed. I didn't have any crazy goal, like thing I have to do, but yeah. I'm happy. Thank you for following. Okay, where were we? We have the run and walk. Now we need the idle and def. Yeah, idle. Okay. Oh, the idle has more frames. I think it's more like in the 300 range. Yeah, 301. So it's a subtle breathing, but that's what an idle is, right? It shouldn't be too crazy. Let's go to scripting here. Oh. For the idle, we have 32 frames, so let's change that in our script. 32. Save that. And render it out. Okay. That's another thing I have to fix. Looks like the goal is not updating unless I refresh the overlay when someone follows. Something I have to fix. And again, thank you Triple Jump Games for the raid. I appreciate it. I think that was my first raid. Yeah, it was. Woes of custom bots. Yeah. Alright. Still building the images. Yeah, it's 30. Yeah, it's why it's taking so long. It's doing all the body parts separately for every direction, and every direction has 32 frames, right? So there is some images that has to be created there. So, but it worked. We have our idle. Like for example, body front, just the front has 32 frames, right? And you have to do that for every direction here and for every body part. So it takes a while to create them. Okay. Next, we have the dev animation. There we go. And I noticed for the dev animation, let's see. How many frames was this one? 145. Like, the dev animation is cool and all. The problem is, though, we have to swap it out for another one, or we have to change the camera a little bit if we want it to work. But changing the camera position at this point is not the best idea. Because what we have, like if we go to this perspective here, like for the side view, for example, right? If we play this out, the head is being cut off from the render. So that's not really what we want. So yeah, I have to see how we will fix that. Probably have just a different kind of dev animation, I don't know. Or we have to, yeah, like I said, adjust the camera for that animation. Did you create the animation frames yourself? No, I didn't. It's from Mixamo. I just took some from Mixamo because right now I'm more about creating my asset pipeline and hopefully everything works. Maybe we will do some custom animations, right? But for now, these are good enough, right? I probably will do in the future, like custom animations. We have the rig for it, right? So we can do it. But I mean, like the idea is to have different body parts and stuff, right? So maybe if you equip like monster body parts on your legs, you walk differently or something like that, right? So yeah. Okay, yeah, Mixamo is good. I'm glad that Mixamo is still around, though Adobe would have killed them by now. Glad they haven't. Yeah. It really is a good resource. But if that wouldn't have worked, like with the Mixamo stuff, I probably could have like also maybe gone to Unreal Engine, right? There are some good animations there too, so just have a character or a rig with an animation on in Unreal Engine and then export it back to Blender. That would have worked too, but it would have been a little bit more complicated. Mixamo is just nice. It's not that complicated to just get your character in there, choose the animation you want, and then just retarget your animation onto your character, right? It works pretty well. Okay. Where were I? Oh yeah, dev animation, okay. Let's go here. Okay, we have the idle, we have the walk, we have the run. I scrapped the hurt animation because we will just flash the sprite red or something like that in the game. So we don't have an unarmed hurt. And the dev animation is 20 frames long, so let's adjust that. 20 frames, save that, and let's build this one out. Okay. Yeah, Epic's own free animation packs, kits, demos are great, and the license should allow for their use in other games engines. Yeah, that's why. Like, my first pick was Mixamo, of course, because it's just easier. But I would have gone to Unreal if that wouldn't have worked. Because you have a lot of animations there on Unreal Engine 2. Epic is a good resource to get assets as well. Like, you have a lot of free assets you can use in your projects. So yeah. Always make use of the things people are giving you for free. Again, it's good for prototyping. I know, like, if you want a unique character, you have to put in the work, right? So you have to model it and stuff. But if you're just prototyping and trying to figure out if something works, it's great to have just free assets or assets that you can put in place for now. Right? All the idle run. Oh, it didn't. Wait, this is wrong. Let me just delete that. We have the rig, dev animation. Oh, I didn't have it equipped, I guess. Did I? Let's go to scripting, the rig, 20. Let's build that again. Something went wrong there. Let's see. Now it did it. Okay. It's still building though. Let's wait till the program is finished. There we go. All right. Now we have a purple character with all the frames. That's perfect. While we're at it, we should do the red one too, just so we have some options. So let's go to layout again, go to our rig, object mode. Yes, I like making art, but I am only so-so at it. I think my approach for current project RTS game will be that any asset I use, I need to make them cohesive. So if I need to touch them up to make them look like they actually belong together. Okay. I understand. Yeah, like I said, for my game, I hit that wall with art. Like I programmed the core functions and stuff, right? Everything was working well. I used a like free asset sprite for the beginning that just had like the basic animations like walk and run and stuff. And yeah, at some point I had to like implement the assets for new body parts and yeah, just new assets for the character. And that's where I hit a wall because I'm just bad at pixel art. It takes forever for me to do anything. So yeah, I tried to figure out this Blender pipeline, and it's working pretty well. Okay, let's see here. Layout, object mode. Let's go here. Let's do the rest position. Pixel art is extra hard. Yes, it is. I have so much respect for the people that can do really nice pixel art. It's crazy how hard it is. You have to have imagination. You have to have like perspective, understanding, and everything comes together in like badass pixel art if you are good at it. But it's hard. It's really hard. Okay, let's go to UV mapping here. Oh, nope, that's not it. Let's go object, body. Okay, the next one we said we will do red. Guess this top one. Okay. Head. Back to edit mode. I still don't have figured out all the like key bindings in Blender because I'm relatively new to it. So I'm still clicking all the modes and stuff because yeah, it's easier that way. Okay, now we have to go object mode again, left arm, edit that. Take all the parts. Them in. Left leg, edit mode. Right arm. And the last of it. Like that. Okay, perfect. And now we have a red character recolor. Oh, let's reset the camera rack here. Oh, wait a second. I had the camera rig turned. Did it fuck up my... For the deaf one, front for example? Yeah, it did. Damn it, no. It did. Okay. We have to go back real quick. Let's turn him purple. Ah, damn it. Okay. It doesn't go that far. UV editing, head. Because I rotated the rig. it fucked up my creation of the assets, so let's fix it real quick. Like that. Camera rig to 0. Save that. Okay. Now we can do the dev one again. Let's go to pose. Really have to be careful with that. Okay, dev purple. Yes, please. Yeah, you have to watch out for something like that. I probably should have put that in the script to reset the rig to 0 and then begin the creation. I forgot about that. But okay, for now we will just remember that we have to reset the camera rig. You're back, you got a quick work call. You're working right now? Some home office action? Okay, now it should be fine. We have the dev, purple, body, let's see, front should be front. Okay, back should be back. Okay, now it works. Alright, now we can go back to creating the... Let's see, rig. Go into rest. He's here. Yeah, I live like 12 hours drive from the office. Policy is if you live within half an hour drive, you work in office, otherwise... Oh, okay. Makes sense. 12-hour drive to get to the office. Okay. That makes sense. Nah, I mean, I also have the same situation. Not with the 12-hour drive. My office is pretty close, but... but for like... we have to be some percentage, we have to go to the office, but the other percentage you can do home office. And for me, it doesn't make any difference if I'm in the office or if I'm doing home office, because my whole team is in different countries, so we're in team calls and in front of the screen anyway, so yeah, doesn't really change anything for me. Right arm. Okay. Recolor that one. Okay, now we have it in red. Perfect. Main benefit I see is being able to start work earlier and therefore end the day earlier. Yes. That's what I like too. That's why I don't... And we have like this weird policy. If you're in the office, you automatically get cut some time for lunch and coffee breaks and stuff. So that is automatically cut from your hours you're there. So... in home office, that's not it. You just record your times where you're working and it's easier that way. But in office, you have to take that break because it is cut from your pay. So you take those breaks, so it also takes longer to finish your day, right? I'm not really the guy that takes breaks or goes to lunch or something like that, so those cuts really are painful for me if I go to the office. I like to go to work, do my work, and then come back. Okay, we have our thing here in object mode. Go to pose mode. Now we can just create a red one. Okay, let's check the rig again. It's reset. Okay, now we can just do the same for this one. Just put it in the red folder. Yeah. Okay. And let's go. I could probably also improve the script for the future, like, because these animations I have to create for every model I will want in the game, right? So you probably also can improve it, like swap the animations for me, reset everything, so with one play, but with one execution of the script you have all the animations rendered. But yeah, that's an improvement for future. Okay, it's done. So we have the dev animation for the red one. Let's go back here. Oh, and for the dev one, let's see. Ah, it's the same. Okay, idle. Idle was 301. Yep. And 32 frames. So let's put that in, save. Let's go. So, Master Agent, you also said that you're working on a game. How is it going? I'm always interested in finding out other project and how it's going, what the difficulties are, right? Because every project has them. It's never smooth sailing. Alright, idle animation will take a little longer to render out. There it is. Idle animation is in. Looking good. Okay. Next is run animation. The run animation just has 20 frames, I think. Yeah. Yep. Okay. And for our run animation, it's... Let me check that. 8 frames. Save. And let's go. If you want to take a quick glance, then here's the project I'm currently working on. They are basically part of the same oh, I think it gets censored in my chat if it's a link. So probably, yeah, it was a link. Okay. But you can maybe text me personally. I don't know if that works on Twitch or if that gets cancelled out too. I don't know. I will check it out later then. Oh, okay, the run animation is finished already. Yes, it is. So let's put it, the last one, the walk animation, which has 32 frames right here. Yep. And for our game, the walk animation is just 12 frames, so let's do that. Okay. Ah, that works. Okay, nice. Let's see. Let me just finish this one real quick. Okay, we have walk, run, idle, def. Nice. Okay, red one is finished too. Good to know. All right. I hope I can show that on stream. Like, let's see. You have that, ooh, laid out pretty cool. Damn, okay. Your documentation is nice. I have to say that. First one, I actually put some love put into the readme. The second repo, I have not spent any time on the readme. I mean, hey, this is nice. Like, if you're working on multiple projects and stuff, and yeah, you just know, okay, I have to work on that, I have to do that. Oh, okay, I like this. I like very much what you did here with the readme. So Artyom is a source available with a project for developing tools and system for an RTS game base anyone can bootstrap their games on. Okay, that's nice. So you're working on a baseline for RTS games that everyone can take. That's cool. But I'm impressed with the readme, so hey. Very nice. I will keep that open here on my other monitor and check that out later for sure. Yes, okay. Not too bad. Now that I see your readme, I have to work on mine. Just to have like a good structure there. Because I did not do that. If you ever try Unreal Engine, you have some plugins you can use from there. All right, yeah. I was always like, I like Unreal Engine very much, but I never got into it. It's an art for itself to get into Unreal Engine and all the functionality it has, right? And with the like blueprint system, I never really warmed up to that. You don't have to use it, right? You can just script, but yeah. It seemed like an entry point to use those blueprint stuff, but yeah, I never got into that. Really good. Okay. Now we have the red and blue character, right? So let's go to Godot here. Okay. The goal now is to have your... Now that we have all the assets ready, that we can just swap out body parts, right? Yeah. One pain point is GitHub's markdown parsing, so many things that just won't work in it. Yeah, probably, right? You can't make it as pretty as you want it to, but it's still really pretty. Okay. Let me open up something here. Okay. So how it will work. For Godot, we have here our assets, right? For now, the parts that are equipped are the human-based things. Now we can just create a new folder here, and we will just call it human, and then I guess purple, and another one with human and red for now. And we can just import our things there now. Let's open this in the Explorer. Okay, so this is purple, and it should have the same like def idle run walk for human base, and then we have the same for the purple one, def idle run walk. Oh, I should copy just in case. Alunio, what's up? How are you doing, man? Okay, we have that. And we have the red ones right here. Ah, I did the same thing. Copy. There we go. You can get away with not using blueprints for any logic, but they also act as visual interfaces to assign default data, and at second SNES I still need to use them. Any scripting or coding in, however, strictly C++ in my project, and at work for that matter, I avoid blueprints like the plague. Yeah, okay. I get that. So I'm guessing you have to use the blueprint thing for like, okay, state this and then your script and then state something else, right? Something like that. My message was too long, okay. Damn, I don't know my rules in Twitch chat. I guess Stream Elements is handling that right now, but yeah. I think it's the basic like censorship of the chat or something like that, and long messages and all caps and stuff are being deleted. Okay. Let Godot import all that. Problem is how hard Epic Games is always shilling the blueprint system. Even their official documentation was for the longest time only focused on blueprint stuff. Okay, yeah. I guess they're trying to... I mean, the Unreal Engine is trying to be more... what you call it? Easier and better, like... trying to just make it easier and for people to get in, right? But that's their attempt with the blueprint stuff. They made a cool VM and are proud of it, but yeah, don't shove it down other people's throats, right? Let them do it however they want. If they want to use the blueprint system, they should be able to, but yeah. Okay. Godot is struggling a little bit. There's a lot of images in there, so let me let him do the import real quick. And I think my system is not the most efficient one, right? We will have so many assets and stuff in this game. But let's see how big it will affect our performance. But okay, yeah, right now, okay, we have imported the other body parts. And so now we have to... That is fine. I don't know if I want to do this now. I probably will do this offline or something like that, because I'm not the fastest in implementing stuff. I just have to get into my head there. But, yeah, basically we already have... a basic equipment system, and now we just need to, if the player has like the core tail right arm in red equipped, it should swap out the texture, right? That's the goal. So yeah, we will have to see. Let me open this one. Okay. That effect. Let me just put in the word. Carl, hey, what's up? And thank you for the follow on TikTok. Thank you very much. Hope you are doing well. You have a good day. Okay. I have to... Oh. Why is TikTok doing that with the inactive? You see that I'm streaming? Why is it shown as inactive on TikTok? Let's see. Let me take this in. All right. How long are you live? Not too long. How long are we in? Okay, we have 1 hour in right now. But I did what I wanted to do. We now have the character in the game, right? With the base body parts. And we also did some recoloring of the same mesh here, and have those assets in the game right now. And now I have to work on the equipment system and to swap out the textures depending on which body part the player has equipped, right? That will be the next part that I have to do. And yeah, that's fine. Let me just do this real quick. Thank you for the likes, man. I still don't have a good tracking system for like the TikTok likes and stuff. I still have to implement that into my overlays. I don't know how to do that yet. Follow and stuff, gifts and stuff, everything is working, but yeah. Also something I like to work on my overlay stuff. Okay. Right now I'm dealing with the GitHub stuff just to commit all these like assets that I put in, because it's a lot of images, right? So GitHub making problems on how many objects there are. Let me just fix it real quick. Okay. Okay, you got another work call. AFK for approximately 10 minutes. All right, all right. Have fun, I guess. Okay. The file name should be the same because we created it with the same script. So we should not have problems with that. Yeah, how will we do that? Like we already have, okay, let me show you that body parts. We already have like the equipment system stuff, with the let's go to script. We have the resource. So let's see, like body part data, right? With the body part data, we determine which texture is loaded for that specific body part. So yeah, so the core tail body right now is the human base texture root, and we have to change that. Let's see here. Let me just go to the yeah. I will have to adjust the equipment manager. Like it defaults to the parts we have right there, right? And we need to implement the red and purple ones so it can swap it. Yeah, okay. So that will be the 1K likes. Thank you very much, Carl. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate it. Damn. Yeah, okay. So those will be the new working points. We have to adjust the equipment manager. So first of all, we have to like create the items or the body parts, right? So the red and purple ones with preferably different stats and different, yeah, just like different stats, and then we can swap them out with the equipment manager. Okay. But I think that's enough for today. What we worked upon. So the state right now, just to have a real little recap here, we finally got our assets into the game, and the player controller works fine with them. Right now it still looks floaty with the animations. We just have to adjust the speed values and stuff, so those are fixes we can do later on. And yeah, we have to adjust the attack now too. Like, I will probably do the attack the same way we did it with the other assets. We will just pick out an attack animation and then do it as a VFX type. So the character will still be able to walk and run. I guess not run, like running and attacking won't work, but while walking and in the idle animation, we will have a VFX and the player can just attack in every direction. We just have to adjust that VFX to the new assets, right? So the attack animation looks good. Other than that, yeah, right now all the Z index stuff is messed up too, but that's a fix for the future. Like, yeah, I mean, the character is too big for everything else anyways right now. We just like putting in assets and designing the world will be a whole ordeal anyway, right? So the player fits in or the world is adjusted to the character now. And how we will do that is probably, I don't know how I will do the tile set. That's gonna be interesting. But like putting in trees or just objects into the world will be the same pipeline, I guess. We will just model them in Blender, and we don't need all the 8 directions for all objects, right? But we can do that. We just model it in Blender, render it out, and then we can put it in the game however we like, right? And that also assures that the art style looks the same, not just not everything is like out of place. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that will be our to-dos there. So work on the attack now that we have the new assets. Work on the equipment manager so the textures are swapped out properly. And yeah, after all that, we have a base system that works, and then we just need to adjust assets. We need to build the world a little better than what it is right now. It's just a demo room, right? Yeah, but I'm still not sure how the world will look, right? That will be interesting. Let's see how how we will decide that. But okay. For now, that is enough. I thank everyone that liked, followed. Thank you very much for the raid today. That was the first raid on Twitch. That was interesting. Master Agent, thank you for participating in the chat. It was fun talking a little with the project you're having, and yeah, just was fun to work on the game again. Again, next time, hopefully I will make some progress and also have a plan for the stream, like what we can implement that is not too confusing, or like that is just something I can do on stream without like swapping everything around. Yeah. Thank you very much. I'll see you in the next one. Probably gonna stream The Witcher playthrough this evening, so if anyone wants to turn in there, you're welcome to come and yeah, play some games as well. We are creating some and playing, of course. All right. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye. Oh yeah, and for the ones that are still here, let's see if I can figure out a rate for someone else. Let's go here real quick. Just so to give back the rate that I got, right? Let's see if I can figure that out. I never did that one. We have like 7 people in here, even if let's see if we can send you guys to someone else that is currently working on their game. Let me see here. Who could we rate here? Let's see. Oh, someone is working on a rig, maybe there. Looks like Blender. Let's see. What do we have here? Okay.
I think like the server is pretty much dead. How many damage does this have? 6?
Okay.
5, 9? The axe is stronger.
We could rate here. Why not?
Actually,
I wanna give give the rates to someone else, right? So someone rated me, and I'm very thankful. So
wait, what?
we can.
That's not right.
Can I rate?
Something's going on here. Why do I have an extra 0 on this stuff?
How does that work? How do I rate?
Why do I have an extra 0?
Let's
here?
see. Do I go to create a dashboard? Let's see. I never did that, so it's the first time for me.
Server using the same game project files. The fix goes in the script. Where do you?
Great, and then we can, I guess, do this. Okay. Yeah, okay, I can rate that. Perfect. All right. Again, thank you very much for watching, and I'm gonna rate Tiffany art here to give back the rate I got today. That was really fun. So have fun over there. Hopefully, looks like an interesting game that is creating there. So let's go. How does it work? Okay.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that.
In
later.
6
I
seconds,
haven't
in
done
5. Okay, there we go.
For some reason, I have the extra 0 on my gold, which is fucking weird. I need to figure out why do I have an extra 0 on my gold?
I think we're ready. Wait.
Yeah, let me clean this up. Let me close the server. The server was still running.
Everything is working. We have everyone here.
Let me see. Let's go.
Okay, let's wait.
Bye
bye.
We need to go to currency components,
Oh.
maybe. 0, 0. No, Pompeo is rating me with its viewers. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you? How are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you? How do I do shout outs here? Hat shout out. How do I shout out here? Slash shout. Oh. Pompeo. Is this how you shout out? I don't know how to shout out. Oh, I can't. Wait, I have to go to my